Good evening, I'm Rob Cunningham. Since 2009, Waves for Water has been providing clean water to countries around the world. I'm honored to be joined now by the founder of Waves for Water, Mr. Jon Rose. Jon, thank you so much for taking the time out to speak with us.
Thanks for having me.
First, can you explain to our viewers what Waves for Water does and how you came up with the idea for the organization?
Yeah, well, you kind of said it. We deliver portable water filters or dig wells or make rain catchment systems, basically clean water initiatives for countries around the world in need. And we also work a lot of disasters. So we work Japan, Pakistan, Indonesia, Haiti, and the whole idea sort of started. I was a pro surfer, and I wanted to go surfing, still keep going surfing in these places. So I was selfishly motivated. I wanted to go back to places I loved and help along the way. So that's how it all started.
That's certainly great. You get to explore the world and you get to help people while you're doing it. Restore the Shore Projects is a partnership between Waves for Water and Ergo Clothing. So how did your partnership with Ergo Clothing come about?
It came really organically through a mutual friend of ours. And right when things hit here, I decided, Waves for Water is going to do a big relief project, not based around water, but just full comprehensive relief, some rebuilding, supply distribution. And we needed a warehouse initially, and that's how I got linked up with Pete from Ergo. And then he had his intern, Derek, design a t-shirt. And then it was basically a product and awareness initiative that then supported our relief efforts.
How much are you actively involved with the project, or you kind of just let Derek and the guys take it and run with it?
It's their initiative, and they've done such an amazing job with it. And we have basically, we're program oriented, field oriented. So my job is to design programs that help people on the ground. And what they've done is help facilitate that through this Restore the Shore initiative.
That's great. Now, were you personally affected by Hurricane Sandy in any way?
No, I live in California. But I was personally affected based on close friends of mine that live over here that have lost their homes or businesses, or, I was deeply touched. I know these areas quite well, so I was touched in that way, of course, my country.
How much of the damage have you been able to see firsthand?
Everything. I mean, I've been here since, a few days after the storm, nonstop, pretty much working 20-hour days, and seen we're working from Long Beach and Rockaway in New York, Staten Island, and then all through Jersey too. So it's a big operation.
Now, in what ways do you hope to help those affected by Hurricane Sandy?
The three main ways that we've been helping the victims of Sandy have been through these three programs we designed. So basically, one is just grants. So people who, let's say, lost their job, didn't get FEMA, didn't get insurance, have a health condition. These really people that are really down and out. Those are the ones we're focusing on. And then there's a Restore Rebuild program that we have, which is basically going in and trying to get people back in their homes and addressing the needs of their damaged homes. And then the third one is these relief centers that we have around, which are doing supply distribution, and they're sort of acting as like the relief hub for each community. So we're helping all the victims through one of those three ways.
Now, in terms of rebuilding the homes, do you participate in that yourself, and where do you get the materials? Do you help pay for the materials?
Yeah, we pay for the materials. It depends. Sometimes we bring in a contractor team, if they don't have it. Sometimes the family or small business has a contractor team. They just don't have the resources to be able to get it done. Maybe they know a family member who wants to do it, but they just don't have the funds for the materials or whatever. So it varies per site. But we'll, try and address all their needs if we can.
So far, after surveying the damage and the aftermath, what has been the one thing that has stuck with you throughout this whole process?
The one thing that stuck with me for sure, and it's something that I had hoped in my wildest dreams, was that we could be really targeted, and we have, and basically surfers, because these are little surf communities, beach-going communities, was that surfers would sort of be leading the charge in the relief efforts, and they have. And we've sort of banded together and created this network of people that are really getting stuff done. And it's cool to see this sort of grassroots guerrilla group that's leading the charge. And in many ways, the municipalities and authorities are coming to the surfers and going, what should we do?
Now, how long do you think you'll be able to carry on this initiative and be involved?
I always said it would probably be like 6 months to a year but that just depends on support. So if we have these programs that are really helping people, and the more support we get that comes in, the more we can just plug that into those programs, and then we can help more people. So it'll go on as long as we have the resources to. And if it all dries up at a certain point, which it will, then it'll be like, you know what, that was our best effort, and we're done.
Now, how can people reach out to you? Have people reached out to you?
Oh yeah. Of course, people are reaching all the time. They can go to Restore the Shore. They can go to wavesforwater.org, the Hurricane Sandy Relief Initiative project on there. They can donate straight there. They can send inquiries.
That's great. And Ergo Clothing has come up with a lot of videos that chronicle the aftermath of Hurricane Sandy and the effects on shore towns all along New Jersey and New York. So what's your favorite video from that Ergo Clothing has made?
I'm biased for sure because it's the one of my closest friend around here, Sam Hammer. So that's my favorite one.
Thank you very much, Jon, for speaking with us.